Hello and welcome to Breakaway with Dawn and Friends. Today I have a special treat. I have four of my friends today. I have Claudia. Thank you, Claudia.
Hi,
As
Don.
always, I have Tanya, I have Sandy, and Sandra. This is a clique in itself. We all have many friends in different levels and different types of friendships, and these are my fun girls. So I thought we'd play a game today. Are you girls ready?
Yes, let's do it.
Yes,
I
we
was
are.
born ready. Born ready.
So, as you guys know, you can't choose your family members, but you can choose your friends. So, I think this will be interesting to see what you guys think of my friends and what my friends may think of me. And just remember, they chose me as their friend. So, if they say anything, you choose to be my friend, Tanya. So, I'll elaborate on that later. So, we're having Claudia here as always as the professional. So, she's going to most likely ask us questions and keep us in line. But we're here just to have fun and for you guys to get to know me better and to get to know some of my friends. So, we're going to start asking and answering some questions. Are you girls ready?
We're ready. Let's do it.
Okay. So, I do want to say I'm going to put Tanya on the spot. So, if you girls all want to go on mute, since she is technically the oldest friend on this podcast here, on this episode, so we met in high school and we are nothing alike.
Yep.
So there's a balance for Tanya and I. So I would like Tanya to describe to you first her impression of me and then I'm going to ask you what drew you to me as your friend, girl.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're going way back. And I just would like to clarify that when you say I'm the oldest friend, it just means that I've been friends with you the longest, right?
She's still a month older than me, guys.
Oh my goodness.
And I said out of this episode, she's my oldest friend, meaning long term. Yes, yes. This the longest relationship. Yes, sorry, my bad. She's not old, guys. She looks very young.
Oh my
Ooh,
so,
Sandy's throwing shade, Sandy. Okay.
so back when I first met you, Dawn, I was like, my goodness, who does this girl think she is? Thought you were a big, walking around school with a folder full of pictures or a photo album full of pictures of just you. That's
No.
all I remember.
My that's true. My binder, you guys, back 1996. Okay, I'm going to
You
age myself. Okay.
admitted
I
that.
have I have no shame in my game here. Okay, 1996, I was 16, and I have photos. You know those binders with the plastic covers, and you can slip photos in there. Yes, you guys know what I'm talking about, Sandy. You ain't that young. So I had photos on both sides of my binder. But what Miss Tanya's talking about is when one time I brought in a photo album, but I'll let you proceed.
One time that felt like a week. Showing every your pictures. So I get Miss Dawn come up to me. Do you want to look at my pictures? And I'm looking at her like, what? And I'm like, okay, I guess. I mean, put me on the spot. She hands me this giant folder, and I'm flipping page after page of pictures of Dawn. I'm like, gosh, this girl, why? Like, only pictures of her? So, yeah, that was my first impression, and that did it. I fell in love with that girl that
Okay.
was full of herself, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But
So, go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
I'm going to clarify on that too, okay, guys? Because I get it, it's her memory, but it's not true. I still have the photo album with all the fungus in it, guys, okay? And I can prove to you that it was the last section only. I had all of my friends and family and
How
random
do we
photos.
know those weren't recently added, though? We're not too sure about that.
They all have fungus, Sandy. It all has that nasty looking. 30-year-old glue. Like, trust me, it has not been touched. Okay. But as I said, she chose me, you guys, and she's still around here. So, that says something.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, Claudia, you can speak to, with someone that would do that. Clearly, I have middle child syndrome.
Yes, Dawn. I believe you do, which I think we had talked about this before. One of the other episodes, right, is speaking to where you stand in your family. Are you the youngest, oldest, or where do you fall in that category, right?
Yes, but being the middle child and being self-centered does not mean you're selfish.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you for that, because, I have been called a selfish bitch, but I am self-centered, and I'm okay with that.
And you're confident, and you come across as very confident, which
Yes,
there's
my
no
mirror loves me. So, Miss Claudia, let's redirect it to one of my friends. Would you like to ask Sandy or Sandra a question?
I'm going to go ahead and ask Miss Sandy, Sassy Sandy, I believe is what she was calling herself, for all of this. And I feel like I want to ask you, and this is a really good question, Sandy. So can you tell us who has been the biggest influence on you?
You know what's funny? Out of all the questions you had to ask me, it had to be that one.
She
I
took
just
notes,
kinda
guys.
wanna
She
go-
has a notebook.
You know what? I just want to go around the room and ask everybody who they think is my biggest influence in my life. Take a wild guess. It's someone real close to this group. No, I love all of you guys very much, but there's one
Close to this
particular
group.
person in this group.
I wonder who. Who could it be, Sandy?
Well,
Tell us.
let me share, okay?
Okay.
Her name, and she's going to be like, you had to do this to me, is Miss Tanya Pena. Honestly, she has turned my world upside down. In a
I
good
can
way,
see
of
that.
course. She has taught me what loyalty is, what friendship is, what honesty is. If it weren't for Miss Tanya over here, I would have said everybody in this world sucks. Am I allowed to say sucks?
Yes, girl.
Perfect.
Yes, yeah,
I
we're good.
appreciate it. Thank you.
So, can I say something then, since you took the conversation there? And Tanya, you can take yourself off mute. Because now, my friend, you're in the hot seat.
Oh, again.
Sandy.
Oh, God. Here we go
this.
again, Dawn. You
Confirm
already
this,
took her.
Sandy. Did she or did she not give you a disclaimer about me before coming to my house and meeting me for the first time, Miss Sandy?
This is very true, but did you or did you not become a bridesmaid in my wedding?
Yeah, girl, but we're going back to the fact that who the hell gives a disclaimer?
But
and then if you need to give a disclaimer, why would you bring her to my house?
If I didn't get that disclaimer, I would have been like, who's this crazy girl? It was a pre-warning.
Wow. She comes to my house,
really
Sandra.
Wish you would have presented the album to me.
Oh, girl. Come to my house. I'll bring it. I'll bring it to you next time I see you. Girl, she comes to my house. What happened? Let me tell you, I'm pregnant. I'm 30 years old and I'm full on pregnant for my birthday. And my son was born in June. So that makes me like 7 months pregnant. I don't know. Anyway, do the math. Okay. So it's March. And I wanted to be pampered. I'm pregnant. I wanted to be pampered. So I had the girls come over and we did some facials and stuff. Claudia was there, Tanya was there, and she wanted to bring her new little friend Sandy that works with her. And I'm like, sure, the more the merrier, because that's how I roll. Okay. She comes in and she's like, at the end, oh my God, Dawn, it was such a pleasure. I can't believe Tanya, she warned me about you. And I'm like, what? Did she say what? I came up with a disclaimer? And she's like, yeah, but You're great. Like something to that effect, more or less. Like, oh, like you're not as bad as I thought, or something. I was like, oh my gosh, she did not. If I have to come with a warning sign, maybe you should check who your friends are, Tanya.
Oh my goodness, it's hilarious. Look, the point is, I was letting her know, we know you don't have a filter. I know that. Claudia knows that. Sandy didn't know that yet. So I just filled her in. That's it, And look, she loves you too. So here we
I
are.
did
Again, you guys.
appreciate the warning. I did, honestly.
Well, I will tell you again.
would have came
Remember,
across a little too crazy and strong for me if I didn't
girl,
have
I
that
was
warning.
7 months pregnant.
Yeah.
What can I do? 7 months
So
pregnant.
could you imagine all the hormones added to your normal craziness?
No.
No.
No, because I will tell you guys, being pregnant both times, I was my most sexiest and I was feeling myself. So, if you want to go on my social media and see, you'll see the girls are out. Like I was feeling myself when I was pregnant.
I remember that, Dawn. I remember, was it your baby shower where you were wearing red? Yeah. Why do I remember that?
Yep. It was Evie, my first baby shower. Girl, my parents lived in the Midwest at that point, thank God. And when my dad saw the photos, he's like, what the hell? What's up with your side boob? I'm like, what? What's the problem? He's like, you're pregnant. You don't show side boob. I'm like, excuse me. I have it. I will flaunt it. I'm pregnant. You don't like it? Don't look.
What's your excuse when you're not pregnant, Dawn?
I only show the girls from the front, not the side. And hey, you guys, I cannot hide it, so I'm not going to.
See what?
Fair enough.
Guys, look, she just proved why she
the warning sign with huge exclamation marks.
For the record, I wasn't offended, but I was like, wow, really? I come with a warning sign? Because, okay, guys, and I'm bringing this up because if you guys remember, my poor house got flooded. And at the time, Tanya was my go-to. I don't know why I called her, but I'm venting and I'm like, oh my God, and there's a mess. She sent someone from work to come help me clean. And she too gave that poor girl a warning sign. A warning, whatever. I came with a disclaimer and she did say, like, look, it's on you. She needs help. She'll pay you. But I have to warn you, she's a bit much. Because she was coming to clean the house. So, like helping me. Oh my. And I was like, this damn girl gives a damn warning. Like, I'm just like, what?
I'm just curious, Sandra, did you get a warning?
Yeah, Sandra. Tell me.
Did I get a warning?
Did
I get a warning?
Probably.
No, I don't think so.
If you didn't, I'm so sorry.
No, I don't think so. Right, Tanya? I don't think she gave me a warning.
I don't know.
Well, to be fair, you guys worked at Hallmark together, right?
No.
No, not Hallmark? Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. And how long you guys been friends?
A long time.
Yes.
Sheesh.
Okay.
Probably like what, almost 20 years, something like that?
Yeah.
Is that been that long?
For 20 years.
And how'd you girls meet again?
Through like a mutual friend.
Right. We went
in Miami.
Actually, we met in Miami. Right? In the airplane?
At the airport, yep.
At the airport, yeah. Yeah. But when I met Dawn, I don't even know how I met Dawn. Was it at a party or at
had to be
Claudia's house? I don't remember.
That sounds right. Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
Well, it wasn't memorable, obviously.
I don't remember if it was in Claudia's baby shower.
Because she didn't get the warning, that's why.
Claudia's baby shower, maybe at her mom's house. But I think I knew about you because, I knew like Tanya's little circle of friends and stuff. And then like, oh, you're gonna meet Dawn and you're gonna meet so and so. And then and then I met you and like right away I was like, okay, I got a feel of Dawn. And it was kind of like, okay, Dawn's loud, like me, but a little bit
Puerto
louder.
Rican.
you know what? As soon as I heard her talking, I'm like, she's Puerto Rican. Like it just summed it up right away. To be honest, like okay, she's Puerto Rican, and it was like okay, Dawn is kind of like, I don't know how to describe you, Dawn. Just very confident. I think that was my number one thing. Like very confident. I said loud, confident. Straight out.
No
And you
filter.
don't give a shit, dude.
I
Like you
really
don't give a
don't.
shit. That's why
I
like
really
I'll say,
don't.
yeah, it's Dawn. That's all I have to say. Like it's Dawn. But in a good way though. Not in a bad
Yeah.
way,
No
you
maliciousness.
know?
Yeah. Mhm.
And I think that's good. It's different.
Are you
Because
convincing
not a
me or
lot of
you?
people are like that.
Who are you
No.
You
convincing?
took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Right?
Are you sure, Sandra? Do you need another minute to think about it?
Like her face. You guys can't see her, but we can. I'm like, who are you convincing here? Us or you? No, I love Sandra. Sandra's funny, but I thought it was so funny, you guys. When I saw you last, it was at Damien's birthday. And I'm about to walk out, and you tell me really quick, oh my gosh, about your daughter and singing because of how I sing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You guys, you don't know how bad I want to bless you right now with the privilege of hearing my impression of Frozen, but I will not do that to you guys.
Dawn.
Thank you, Dawn.
Let me
But
tell you,
Greatly
if I
appreciated.
didn't have you on my headphones and you were to start singing, her little butt will be running in here
I would
singing
love
with you.
that.
And I'd
I
be
love it.
having
Totally
nightmares
singing.
tonight.
You guys, so it's Frozen 2. It's the calling that the mom gives to the daughter, okay? And at the time she doesn't know. So I have high ceilings. I really love to just belch it out, okay? And we were camping, I think, right? We were camping when I did it
Yes.
I
with your
think
daughter.
so.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, yes, I'm on the campground. Oh, I just want
We
to belch
call
it
all
out,
the
and I'm not.
wild animals around us.
And I'm, you know, singing it out loud. And it was so funny. One day, she just out of the blue tells you, "Mommy, your friend," and she starts to do the Elsa.
Yeah. Yeah. And the funny thing is that this was like what in February that we went camping, I want to say in October. And
October,
then
yeah,
she sees
October.
Dawn like in July, right? For Damien's birthday.
yeah.
And the first thing she said, Mama, what did she say, Dawn? She said something like Elsa, Elsa or something. And then I
That
was
was
like,
so
what? She's like,
funny.
your friend. Oh, and I was like, oh my God, I need to tell Dawn. Like,
Yes.
she was little. I want to say she was little, and she remembered Dawn really good by her beautiful voice.
Oh, yes, you guys. I would bless you, but But what's funny is when I left the party, I'm like, where is she? I need to see her. She was crying in the jumper. So when I went over there, what I did.
She
I
calmed
belched
her
it out
down.
loud. And she looked at me like, she stopped crying.
Out of
That was funny.
fear.
That's okay.
Out of fear.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Yes.
Oh my
So
God,
I
that's
wanna
funny.
Claudia, do you wanna ask a question or should I?
I can go ahead and ask another question. Why not? So this one, let's go to Sandra. Okay, Sandra. Let's see. Ooh, can you tell us who your role model was growing up?
I want to say my oldest sister at that time.
But can you
Growing
say
up,
how many sisters you have?
so I'm the baby out of 10. There's
Yes.
6 girls, 4 boys. So I'm the baby. But somehow between me being the baby, everybody just calls me for everything, for like advice, drama, everything. So, so I'm the one with the backpack, I guess, to either just handle it or slap the shit out of them or just listen to them. So,
Ah,
but when
interesting.
I was little, I would always look up to my older sister because I don't know, I was a baby, right? And everybody paid attention to me, but I looked up to her with everything. I love the way she, back growing up in the 80s, like I loved her dancing and putting on makeup and fixing her hair and her having boyfriends and, you know, just everything. So she was like my role model. Like I wanted to be her.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I'm still close to her. It's just she's not really my role model now.
I was gonna ask, what's the relationship like now?
No, it's good. It's good.
Oh, good.
Like we could say we're like best friends. But I do want to slap her sometimes, you know?
I get it.
Yeah.
I get
Yeah.
it.
Now
So
I feel like
yeah.
I'm the adult.
So therapy wise, I'm curious, like, how does that happen for the baby, especially being the baby by so much, right? And she has all these older sisters. Because normally there is a baby syndrome
Mm-hmm.
effect, right? So we know Tanya is the baby in her family, and she very much acts like the baby. But I would have not guessed that about Sandra. I would not have guessed you were the baby. So that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the baby.
Yeah, I wonder if it has to do with, and I don't know how far apart you are, Sandra, from your oldest sister. What's the age difference there?
Mm, let's see. About 10 years, maybe?
That's a good amount.
No, 10 years. About 13.
Okay.
Oh, wait. For my sisters, no. For my oldest brother, I think
No,
probably
from the
about
sister
15
that you
years.
looked up to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for my sister? Yeah,
Yeah.
probably about 13 years older.
Amiga, do you want me to get the calculator out?
If you want.
No.
I don't even know if I
Ah.
trust you with the calculator.
I know.
Those
Let's
sound
Oh.
just
like
assume.
fighting words,
Let's just
amiga.
assume it's 13 years.
We'll go with 13.
Yeah, we'll go with 13. So if Sandra grew up with, I wonder if she grew up with all her friends, I mean, all her siblings who are a lot older than her, then she tends to become a bit mature herself. So maybe she grows up a little quicker than if you have only one sibling, less siblings in between. Maybe that's why she is now the go-to person. Or maybe because you're the youngest and you're full of energy and they know that you can handle it.
Probably,
Mm.
maybe. I mean, from my nephews, which they're like 28, I want to say, they're all close to me. So, you know, I have one of my nieces that's getting married in a couple of months, and today I got a text message that she wants me to be there for her selecting her dress. So I was like,
Aw.
that's so nice. You know, she has like so many tias and like all that, and all the other cousins. Because you know there's a gap. I mean, she's in her what in her 20s, and I'm here like in my 40s. So it
Mm.
was nice to include me, even though she's going with like three cousins. You know, so I don't know how I become like the best tia because I'm always on their butts with everything, good, bad. You know, I want to slap them sometimes, but they usually yeah most of the time.
Well, believe it or not, young people they don't think they want it or need it, but they need that structure, and apparently you're
Hmm.
providing that to them. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they might listen to me better than their own parents. You know, usually that's what happens with
Oh yeah.
teenagers.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, but for my brothers and sisters, you know, there's so many of us, but we all have different characters. And I think they always come to me because I'm kind of even. Like I don't fall for what, you know, the first gossip. You know, I just
Mhm.
hear them, and if you know, we always have one of the brothers or sisters that's the talker one, the bullshitter one. So I tend to
Mhm.
know them. Like okay, you know, and there's that one sister that I don't want to talk to her because I'm like I'm never gonna hang up. Tanya knows who. You know,
Tanya should
so
tell you
it's
tell
kind
you
of
my secret, Tanya. I can't say it on this platform, but you should tell her my secret, how to deal with that.
Will do.
yeah, yeah. So there's always something that comes up when I talk to that sister. So I have to
Mhm.
kind of just rush it. But besides that, it's kind of like you know I like being the youngest, but yet again it's like it's different for me because I feel they always come to me for good or bad, for drama,
I
for
do think that usually the younger ones learn faster because of the the surroundings they have, right? So the first one,
I
you
agree.
know, you're on your own, you're winging it, you're figuring that out. Then you get the second one, and you know, it's I just feel the younger one gets exposed to more because of there's more to be exposed to. So that's maybe why I don't, you know, but yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I'm not sure,
Could be.
but
Yeah, I think
yeah,
so. I think you're
because
right,
you know when you
Claudia.
have three girls, believe me, that third one is the one that's going to give the parents a headache. I do believe that. So what's funny is I'll just share something, you know, I am, and I've said it before, I am the middle child. So there's five of us, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl. So I am the middle child and the middle girl. And I'm the only one with like brown hair, brown eyes, light brown eyes, whatever. And I'm completely the black sheep. Okay. Um, but I was gonna, what was that? Why did I say that? I was gonna say that for a reason. I hate menopause, premenopause. I don't want to go on that subject. Thanks to Claudia and Tanya for telling me last Friday on our girls' night out about
Wait, I'm gonna stop you
premenopause.
right there. You know I'm gonna stop you right there. A
Why?
girls' night out?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Where was my call and text?
You weren't locally available. So we are Santa Cruz babes. So us
Last
Santa
I
Cruz
checked,
babes.
Claudia was in the valley like I am.
No, she's
What's your
not.
excuse now?
Wrong
She lives
valley.
she lives exactly. You're in the wrong valley, girl.
Okay, well,
Uh-huh.
not in Santa
Sassy.
Clarita. You guys are.
Sassy.
She's not in Santa Clarita. Anyways,
No, she's
continue.
not, but she's in the other valley, not that. Anyways,
Okay,
okay.
go ahead, go ahead.
So we decided to have three amigas. Okay. So they share with me premenopause symptoms. Boy, was I in denial. Now, thanks to these ladies telling me certain things, oh, I lose my train of thought, you guys. And that apparently is a side effect. So I forgot where I
Yes,
was going with
ladies,
that thought.
start doing your research because we don't realize how long it takes to get into that. But you're right, Don. That could be a whole nother conversation about
I
perimenopause.
know. And I was telling Tanya today, I was watching my reality TV, my guilty pleasure, and the girl goes into the doctor's office and she's telling her, rambling on all these things that she's dealing with. And she says, I'm going to run your blood work, but I can already tell you that you're premenopausal and that can build up with like 10 years. It's a 10-year period. Now we're all different. So, you know, we're all going to have different reactions, but this poor lady, whatever she was going through, it's been about 8 years. And she says, that sounds about right. You go about 10. I'm like, God, I don't want to get old. So I'm not to be a downer on this, but yeah, sharing is caring. So I'm sharing that. So I did lose my train of thought and I'm going to blame it on premenopause or whatever that is called. I don't even want to say it. The more I speak about it, the more real it comes. I swear I had a thought. You said something and I had a thought. I'm so mad at myself. It was something about being the middle child. I don't remember. I was going to say something with that, but okay. I don't know, but I do like attention, you guys. But when I bring it on myself, I don't like it being put on me. So just to clarify that too. So do you guys have a question for me? Because, you know, we will be wrapping this up soon. And I just want to maybe, you know, put that out there since I put you all in the hot seat. Is there something you would like my audience to know about me that I'm not offering up yet? Wow, look at the silence. Oh my goodness.
Ladies, this is
All
your
right, I
opportunity.
guess I'll step up. Let's see, Dawn. What should I ask you? Let's go with what was the best advice you've ever gotten in your life?
Oh my gosh. I saw that question and I honestly got a lot from my uncle. But at the time, I didn't realize what he would tell me was advice. Like he just made comments here and there, and it just stuck with me. And honestly, this is why I feel that it helped me shape who I am today. All the little things that he would tell me, we could sit here and that'd be a whole nother conversation. But it was my uncle that what the things that I didn't like I used to get really red. Oh my God. Like my cheeks would get really red, especially when I got mad. I had the little nose, like all these things that at the time I did not like. And he's like, Dawn, that is your natural beauty. Yeah. Like whatever. And it's like I didn't even realize. He's like, people have to put on makeup to have cheeks like that. And look at that nose. That's a little button nose. And I didn't like it because it was so small. And it was people always pointed it out, but when they pointed out, it was actually a good thing. I took it bad because they're putting attention on it. Like I said, I don't mind attention when I bring it, but I don't like it being put on myself. But I just remember um, him telling me certain things like that. And he was the one, by the way, you guys, that told me one time, he says, you have a voice. You need to use it. For some reason, people listen when you speak. And I didn't make that connection until later on in life when he said that. And it's funny what people see in you that you don't initially see. So I can go on and on about a lot of things that he has brought to light for me that I now see in myself, where he like planted that seed and I've been able to flourish on it. So, honestly, there are power in words, you guys. If you don't believe that, there is power in words. So you do have to be careful with how you speak and how you use your words, because they can slash, so and I never realized that, because I've always, as you guys have stated here, I don't care what people say, I don't care what people think, and it really is true. Okay, but I will say that words have impacted my life. And so I would like people to know that words do matter. And so spread the kindness, spread the goodness, spread the love. And that's going to be my breakaway tip and for this episode. But two, I'm always telling you guys, awareness. So be aware of the people you have around you. And so I brought these 4 beautiful ladies to share this with me, and I appreciate putting them on the spot and joining me to have this quick little episode so that you guys can see a little or know a little bit more about me, and then about the people I have around me. So because what did they say, like, show me who your friends are and that tells me who you are, right? So these are 4 of my good friends. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Are there last any words? Because I can, guys, I can talk. So would you guys like to say anything before we end the episode?
I just wanted to say thank you for inviting us tonight. It was a lot of fun, and I always love hearing all your stories. I think we all know that early on you were meant for this. It's in you, it's in your blood, and we love hearing your voice.
Oh, thank you. Next.
Such a Taurus. I love it. So I'll go next. Why not? It's the Taurus in us, and Venus is in Taurus. This moon. I'm just kidding. Thank you, Dawn. It's always a pleasure to be here with you and laugh away. This was a nice segment, and it was light. So thank you for having me today.
Thank you, Claudia.
Yes,
Next.
beautiful. There's never a dull moment with you, and you've always been there for us, and especially for me, life coaching me since the beginning. So
Before I knew I was life coaching.
yes, exactly. But no, thank you for having me and all of us. Always a good time.
Thank you, Dawn. I was a little bit nervous. I was a little bit nervous because I didn't know what to expect. I was just like, okay, but I was kind of anxious, like what it was going to lead to. And this is my first time even just doing a podcast. It is.
I
So
popped
that's why I
all of
was
your
like,
cherries.
you did. Oh, I'm so excited. So special, Dawn.
Is that no filter?
Exactly.
Look, honestly, I really put them on the spot, you guys. When did I text the girls? I don't know. Sunday? Was it Sunday? Saturday? I don't know. I text the girls and said, ladies, I have an idea. I would appreciate you guys joining me. Yeah. Sandy took notes. There's like 3 pages of notes there. Oh my God. So I asked them, let's ask each other, let's be playful and ask each other questions. And so these are the type of friends I had. No hesitation. They joined. And, but honestly, you guys, I know 3 of you probably were very nervous, but do you see, like, this right here is going to bond us even closer. So I do want to, encourage people. Our life, is busy. We don't have the time, and we go on and we do back to, we're in our routines daily, right? So I just really hope you guys taking this moment out with me and us sharing this time together, like that's what's important in life, is making memories. And we just made a memory that will forever be published. Okay, not to scare you even more, but I popped your podcast cherry, so I'm very happy for that. But you have to do more things like this, you guys. So I'm very glad that it came to my mind. I'm glad that you guys said yes. I really hope you enjoyed it. But remember, you got to live more, do more, be more, all of that. So thank you for participating. I love you, girls. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Dawn. This was pretty
We
good.
love you
I was kind of
too.
nervous. I thought I was gonna go to your house and meet like in a coffee place.
Me
I called Tanya
too.
and I was like, "Oh my god!" I said yes, but what the hell? She's gonna take it to me from Alhambra to fucking Buffalo, where the fuck she lives.
I do that a
I
lot.
was
I assume
like,
you know what I'm talking about. I do that a
Yeah.
lot because
yeah, well,
my
I
mind
caught
goes,
on.
you guys.
I caught on, and I told Tanya, I'm like, I just said yes to Dawn, not realizing that I hope her ass doesn't think that I'm gonna drive out there because I'm gonna get
Yeah.
there at 10 o'clock at night.
Well, for what it's worth, I thought the same exact thing as Sandra, but you were worth the drive. I really was gonna drive
You
out there until Sandra's like,
look at
it's
that.
not in person. I said, oh, thank God.
But look at my friends. Look at that, you guys. I hope you guys have that, because that's what I have, and I do appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys. So I really do appreciate you guys supporting me on this, and
I
I
just
love
really
it.
wanted to be in your office because it looks so pretty.
Isn't it
It's
so
so cute. I
cute?
love it.
Yeah.
One day, girls, you'll have to come one day, anytime. Tanya still has not been to my house, and she lives 2 miles away.
Mm.
And I've lived here for 7 years. Claudia, you came to my home, and Tanya
I
has not.
know. She told me that, and I was shocked. I'm like, "What do you mean?" She goes, "I have not been inside her house." I'm like, "I've been inside her house." So
She's stubborn. She was invited, but she chose not to come that time that you were invited, and so she snooze, she lose, So, but anyways, you girls are always welcome, and I love you girls even more. But let's encourage people to get out there, bond more, be with your friends, unwind and disconnect from your day to day, and surround yourself with beautiful people and positivity.
yes.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye. Good night.